Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's review is going to be on NUMINOS, the Auto 0.4 from the Auto Irregulars line from Devil Toys. I haven't collected a lot of the Devil Toys line, but this guy just looked cool on their website, so I picked him up. So let's take him out of his brown box and get a closer look. Alright, and here he is in his box. The packaging is pretty cool. You get a nice window shot of the actual figure. You get a picture of the figure with a couple of its accessories on it. Side is just red and black. The back doesn't have any kind of poses like an SH Figure Arts or anything. And then the side is red and black and has a peek of the window. And then the cool thing is that this says Cosplay Costume Series. And I had no clue that you could just be that cool of a cosplayer to get actual figures of yourself, but apparently this person is. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, and then pulling him out of the box. You only have one clamshell, so this is everything he comes with. And then you get, which I probably would have not even seen if it didn't dangle. It says taped on the inside of the box, which is some extra accessories and extra hands. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Alright, and because he has cloth, he has some like foam pieces in there and one of those silicone like packets to keep the clothes. I think it's like to keep the clothes fresh or something. I don't remember. But here he is out of the packaging. I honestly only bought him just because he looked super cool. I'm like, oh, he'd be cool to pose on my Kamen Rider shelf. Maybe give them someone to fight because I don't buy a ton of Kamen Rider villains. As you can see, he does have cloth pieces. So like his skirt piece has some nice cloth. The actual arm of the figure has like cloth, like a cloth undersuit. The whole body does. You can kind of see how it reflects on the light. It's just like a nice stretchy, maybe like a polyester cotton type blend. And then the pants have pockets, which are pretty cool. I don't think you can put anything. These working pockets. I think they might be actually working pockets. And the pants are like a nice material. And they go all the way down to the foot. And the shoes are normal, and then he has treads on the bottom of his feet. And then coming up here to the helmet, which looks really nice, really nicely sculpted and painted. Can't really complain. He has the cloth going all the way up to his neck there. If you pull it down, you'll like see skin tone, which is, you know, because it's a person in cosplay, so that's suitable. He's got these red tassel bits that are just hooked on here with like a normal piece of metal. And yeah, this guy looks really cool. I like all the sculpting with the back spine piece and how it looks kind of weathered up here with the browns. Yeah, he's got a lot of paint. Looks good. So let's get into his articulation. So for articulation, his head can go up about that much. And then go down about that much. And then you could basically get it to do whatever you want. Has a little bit of attitude. Tilt side to side. I think the neck does move as well. And this cloth piece doesn't hinder it, neither does this back piece. For arms, he goes up higher than 90, a little bit higher than 90. He can rotate all the way around, but these shoulder guards are on like this little strap here. So be careful with that. He has a bicep swivel. He does have double jointed elbows, which looks good. The hands or the wrists look like they're just on ball pegs. Oh, it's like a straight, like mushroom peg. But it does hinge, which is good. I don't mind it as long as they're, you know, secure. And then for ab crunch, he goes back about this much. Goes forward about this much. And then the legs, these pieces get out of the way because they're just connected on like a thicker piece of cloth, but the actual material themselves isn't crazy like in the way, but they also aren't wired, so you can get a full split. Legs go up about that much. double jointed knee. And then this kneecap doesn't really move once you bend the knee all the way. But it does look cool. I think it looks pretty good. This shin piece can move up and down however you want it. It doesn't connect at the bottom, which is interesting, but I guess that's fine. I think I might have preferred it connecting at the bottom too, just, you know, to keep it there. And then the feet are on a double ball peg, it looks like. Or maybe it's just like a single ball peg. I don't know, but they can twist. He gets ankle rocker about that much. It's decent. You can move this down, like you can move the shin guard down to kind of like try to cover it up, but you will see that skin tone peg, which I kind of wish they just made it the color of the actual armor so it doesn't stand out as much. That's fine. He doesn't have any toe articulation, but his foot does go up that much and then goes down. Not really at all. But he's pretty cool. This is actually the second one of this particular line that I own. And I think that one came with a different head that kind of looks like this one. So I don't know if you can you could probably interchange them or make like whatever custom cosplay costume you want for this guy, which is pretty cool. So now that the articulation's out of the way, let's get into his accessories. Oh, and I almost forgot. He doesn't really have a butterfly joint. It's not going to go across. This is just me putting his arms up and trying to pull him across his chest. It doesn't go. If anyone else has this figure and they have managed to make it go further, feel free. It goes back though, which is nice. So it does go back. Okay. So taking a look at his accessories, the first ones I'll show off are the little extra ones that were taped to the inside of the box, which are 3 kunai knives that are pretty cool. He's got these red tassels on them. The paint is really good. You probably use these for like your Naruto figures too if you wanted to. Let's see if I can get one out of the packaging. I don't want to take them all out just because I know that they're going to just fall on the floor and get lost, but yeah, they're nicely sculpted and painted. Pretty cool. And then I'm guessing he comes with these hands to hold them. So he comes with this grip hand. And this is really nicely sculpted and painted too. Seems kind of big for this hand, but maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. It'll fall out anyway, so. Besides those 2 extra pair of hands, he comes with another set that kind of looks like, you know, if your thumb was like popping up a sword on the sheath. And that's because he does come with 3 different swords. It's like he has a shorter one. All of these are built so that they go into the sheath. And it's a snug fit, so it won't fall out. But yeah, this hand can definitely just hold on to his weapon if you wanted to. And then looking at the sword a little closer. Looks pretty good. Mine has this blemish right here. I don't know if I can just like scrape that off, but it does have that imperfection on it. Other than that, it's sculpted nicely, painted nicely, and I really like the design of the sheath. And then the other 2 swords and these swords should be exactly the same. Oh, actually they're not. So this one's red with a little trigger on it. It's nicely molded red plastic. Looks pretty cool. And that comes out its own sheath. All the details on this is really nice. If whoever is cosplaying as this guy, like, actually made these swords too, like, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, this one's cool too. And then he has this bow piece. I know on the website they showed him utilizing this and doing something with it. I think it has something to do with these pieces. take the swords out though. So then they all combine to form like a big mega bow, which is basically the size of him. But this thing is super cool. And you can even do it with a little one too. You have the little one here. He doesn't come with any arrows or anything, so I don't know like if this is supposed to go somewhere else or if these kunai are meant to slot somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. All I know is you can make it into a big bow, which is cool. And they're easy to detach as well, so you won't break anything. All these pieces are pretty sturdy. And then besides the weapons, he has another like grippy trigger finger hand. And then another grabby hand. And then of course he has the fists that come on him in the packaging, which I'm glad they gave him fists and not, you know, just like a relaxed hand, no fists. And then another thing where you can change how he looks, so you can mimic kind of the box, is this top helmet piece, which I think is pretty cool. So like you literally just line up the grooves, and then you should just be able to put this right on his head. Yep, there we go. Okay. So yeah, so you can get him with the look where he's got the full helmet on to make him look more like a samurai. And it stays on, like, it's not going to fall off or anything. So you can have him like that. That looks pretty sick. And I'm pretty sure you can slot his weapons in his back through these belt loops. So you can slot, like, the big one through this belt loop, or these 3 loops in the back, or you could put the small one in there if you want. There we go. I don't remember which sword goes in there, but they both are the same, so yeah, you can have him with this big sword in the back. That looks pretty cool. Of course, making it sit properly where it's not drooping will be another challenge, but it looks nice. I don't know where you're going to put the other ones, though, because he doesn't come with any more spots for storage. So I guess he can just hold the rest. But yeah, he looks good. Now with his accessories out of the way, let's get into some size comparisons. So first off, here he is next to the only other Devil Toys figure I own. Well, I guess one of 2 other Devil Toys figures that I own. This was for the 10th anniversary of Devil Toys. I think it was at their convention or something. This is another costume cosplay series. You can see the designs are pretty similar up here with like the, I don't even know, pistons or something connecting the armor to the top. This guy's pretty cool. He is, I think his legs are a little loose, but he does stand perfectly fine. He holds poses. It's great. I think that's just like how they make them. The skirt piece is, you know, attached similarly to this guy, but they'll look great standing next to each other. And they even look great, you know, compared to other import figures, so pretty cool. Then here he is standing next to a Jada Toys Chun-Li and then a white Dino Ranger from the Lightning Collection series. Again, I mean, he's pretty bulky. He's supposed to be the size of a person, you know, because it is a cosplay outfit. But I think he does actually scale with these guys pretty well. Like, he'll look good in any photos that you take, so pretty cool. I think the hat does help, though, to give him some extra height. And then finally, here he is compared to the SH Figuarts 1.0 Vegeta and the SH Figuarts Full Power Super Saiyan Son Goku. Again, he's going to scale great with imports because he is, you know, actual 1/6 scale, or sorry, 1/12 scale, not 1/6. But a 1/6 scale guy, version of this guy would be pretty cool. I know they do make those primarily. But yeah, they'll look good on your shelf going together. You could definitely, again, I bought this guy to pair him up with some Kamen Riders, but you could really do whatever you want. And so for my final thoughts, I really like this guy. I kind of actually forgot I even ordered him, but I'm pretty glad I bought him. I wasn't even looking for much on the HK or Devil Toys website, the Hong Kong one. I didn't even know they shipped overseas, but I'm glad that they do. I really want them to scale down their 1/6 scale shark guys, because those are the guys I really want, and that'll probably be done collecting their line of action figures. But the cosplay series is pretty cool, so if you're interested in cloth figures, kind of like Mezco, and want to get one of these guys to, I don't know, do a couple customs or something, I think they're worth the money. They're not crazy expensive, and I think the shipping isn't crazy either. I can't really remember. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking this guy out. And if you want him, just let me know and I can leave a link in the description below. But let me know what you guys think and if you're willing to pick this guy up or if you actually own a couple of these 1/12 scale Devil Toys figures. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.